Hey guys, welcome to Tomes. So, really quick, just going to do a quick little flyover of Soulfinder Tunnel Hounds. Great book. It covers the story of Father Crane and Father Blatty before they were fathers. They weren't even married. Anyway, and so you've got this right here. It tells the story of them in Vietnam. They're running into some military conflicts that lead into spiritual conflicts, as soul finders do. And they're pre-soul finders, so they actually meet up with the previous soul finder to them. And so if you kind of know the story, you know, Father Crane, it's kind of like here, and then Father Redder is down the road, and so you've got some of that connection there. And so this is going to tell that story. It's pretty cool. Again, the art is really good. You can see the back cover there, see the front cover there. I think my favorite splash screen is this monstrosity right there. Just absolutely beautiful artwork done there by Weldon. Now, I do have to give the pluses and negatives of this. The one thing that I found that is the only negative that I could come up with for the book is every now and then, so I'll show it to you here. Sometimes the arms get a little wonky, and it's a very minor thing, but there you go. There's just various times where a silhouette is just slightly off, or some of the details are a little bit. But again, if you look at all the other detail in a picture like that, I think we can forgive the arms. Like I said, there are a few times, though, where I lost track of which character it was which, just because there's two that have a very similar silhouette. And so that was the grief there. Again, it's telling the story of them as tunnel hounds. And if you know anything about the tunnel hounds in the Vietnam War, it was insane. You would not have wanted that job. It was a death trap, as it were. Now, on a spiritual side, really cool. I think it exemplifies... several of the Soulfinder books kind of have this theme. C.S. Lewis said, again, we don't know if this is really the case, obviously, but he makes a point here that hell is a prison that is locked from the inside. And it's this idea that if you're the person who's going to hell because you rejected Christ, you've chosen that, and ultimately you're not going to want to change anyway. And it's this, again, he uses that illustration, it's locked from the inside, because, again, don't want to change. I chose this. I don't want God. And again, the characters in this story are faced with redemption. And you have the characters who do. They choose the path of redemption. But then you have other characters, you can see it in Infinite Ascent and other places, where, in fact, the second volume, I don't want to spoil the ending of a book that's been out for a few years, but one of the villains there, like, he is captured, he chooses to go back into the wickedness, and that's kind of the idea with some of the characters in here. Again, I don't want to spoil it, but again, I think that quote by C.S. Lewis is especially poignant, that the gates of hell are locked from the inside, because again, when you've chosen that path of evil and you've gone that deep into it, there is redemption if you choose it. But again, once you're at a certain stage, you probably aren't going to want to choose otherwise. And so again, some profound stuff in these books. I really like it. Weldon's art is really cool. He just captures a lot of details, and he paints every single blade of grass in the history of grass. And I love his art that he puts at the end of the books. These are some of his spiritual drawings. And so again, Christ praying, and then just some of the other splash art that you can see. Just really cool, and so well done. And if you are one of the collectors who likes your spines to all look alike, this one will match the spine for 3, but not for 1 and 2. So be warned. It's more of a time capsule. So there you go. So well done, guys. And sorry it took me so long to get this one out, but it is worth the pickup. And I believe there's a new one coming out very, very soon. So I am definitely ahead of the curve. Anyway, this is Mike on Tomes, and hope to see you guys next time.